It's week 1 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC West rivals. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we welcome you to week 1 of a new NFL season. And, partner, no waiting around for either of these teams. We are jumping right into the season with an AFC West rivalry game between the Chargers and the Raiders.
And so much attention on the AFC West as we head into this season. Both of these teams fought their way to winning records last year, and the division was tough then. Very similar teams. Remember, Las Vegas snuck into the playoffs at 10-7. Los Angeles just left out at 9-8, and they...
The Chargers offense ready to put the preseason behind them and begin this 2022 campaign. And one of the folks we'll be watching is this man, the veteran, hit his first start with his new ball club. He's the top dog in this receiving corps. You'd have to think that he's in line to have a big year.
And there's no doubt in my mind, and I'm quite sure in yours as well, he makes him go. And the reason being...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The CD, you've got Manny Kahue calling the shots for this offense. His second year as an offensive coordinator in the league. How do you see his crew on this side of the ball performing this year?
Well, partners, you and I both know, and everyone else around the league, Manny was a popular head coaching candidate for this year. But he told all the teams he was interested in remaining a coordinator for a bit so he could continue to grow in the job. As far as his offense this year, he's really optimistic about what they can do because he loves the talent on that side of the ball. And one other thing.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he goes out right around the 39. Herbert off of play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Herbert throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burns. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. And you know Carter Landry is on the sideline smiling after that one. Remember, the former tight end joined Manny Kahue's offensive staff this spring, and he has been a big advocate of getting the tight ends involved in the passing game.
Yeah, we remember him as a solid tight end in this league for a number of years, and while his playing days just ended, he jumps right into the coaching ranks. And I think he's a great fit and a great get for this offensive staff. With his knowledge and experience, I think he can move up quickly over the next few years.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Herbert now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the new weapon on the outside getting involved. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. Herbert on first down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To the air again, Herbert. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And he comes back with one complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time.
And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
This is exactly what they were hoping for when they went after him in free agency. They saw a guy who had the talent but didn't have the targets. But he's going to get some as the season goes on. He's got a touchdown here in week 1.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. You know, partner, we talked to this young man earlier in the week, and he went on about how lucky he felt he was to have spent his first 4 years in the league with the Kansas City Chiefs, and how starting his career in that offense really set him up to be a starter now.
Well, think about it. He's sharing a film room and a practice field with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, two of the most dynamic weapons in the NFL. Not to mention Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, a dream duo of quarterback and coach. He said the lessons he learned over his first 4 years have set him up for success now that he's climbed the ladder in this league.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Again, Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, nice catch there in his debut. This is a guy who came over in free agency. He's never really had an opportunity to be a volume receiver before, but it appears he's going to get that chance here, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
on 2nd and 9. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Burns. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert back to the air. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go. Throwing, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's the option going right. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risky.
This was not just the opener of the brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So, for the Chargers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal.